Hi, my beautiful Taurus friend. Welcome. So, it's no coincidence that you clicked on this video. You are in the right place at the right time. Hi, my name is Anya Light, and this is Spirit Guide Tarot. Today, I'm going to offer you a general reading. So there may be parts of this reading that don't fit your particular story. So if that's the case, just leave those parts out, leave them for somebody else. Take the parts that do help you, that do resonate. And as always, if you have specific details that you want me to dive into more deeply, please go ahead, get in touch with me for a private reading. Okay. So it's really interesting because I've tried to record this reading for you like over a dozen times at this point, and it wasn't flowing. It wasn't feeling right. I was getting part of the message for you, but there was like a key puzzle piece that was missing. And I finally figured out what it was. And it was this love oracle that wanted to come through. Basically, what I'm feeling, my Taurus friend, is you are separated from someone right now. Maybe you lost someone to death. Maybe someone that you deeply loved has transitioned into the next world. Maybe you're going through a divorce, a separation. Maybe a friendship that you've had for many, many years is falling apart. But just like I'm getting this sense of grief on my heart as I tune into your energy. And, I pulled some cards before, and I started to feel this like anxiety and depression, but I couldn't quite figure out why. And then it's all kind of coming towards me now. So it seems like there's some unfinished business here. So I need to tell you the truth. So the person that you're separated from, if their soul could talk to you, they would say, I need to tell you the truth. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this person actively wants to sit down and have a conversation with you. It could mean that. Everyone's story is different here, but it feels basically like there's some sort of unfinished business between you guys. Like something that needs to be resolved. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to fix things and come back together in the way that you were before. It could. But the deeper energetic feeling that I'm getting is there was some kind of dishonesty in the dynamic, and that's just been, as you've been mulling over this separation, I feel like it's really been pulling on your heartstrings. It's been really difficult. Yeah. Okay. What would something else that they would say to you, if they could say something to you, is I fantasize about you. Now, that's not necessarily just like a sexual thing. It could be like they're having just persistent thoughts about you during the day. This other person, they're also grieving, and they're also thinking about you a lot. So if that's any comfort to you, you're not alone in your the thoughts that you're having. This person is thinking a lot about you too. They're kind of stuck on you. They're pondering the what ifs, the what could be, should we have done that? Was this, it's a lot of questions in their head about the things that have transpired. They're thinking a lot about you. And there's this feeling of you want your mind to be more silent, more quiet. But it just hasn't been happening. You've been thinking so much about this relationship, so much about this dynamic, that it's your mind is just on overdrive, and it's been frustrating to you. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a death or it's a breakup or it's or maybe someone moved away from you that you love and care about. I don't know exactly what it is for you. But whatever it is, it has been very painful. So let's keep going and see what else emerges here. So I am getting the isolation card in your challenge position here. And it's like you want to talk to others about the grief that you're feeling, the confusion that you're feeling, but for some reason you haven't opened up to many people about it, or maybe you've opened up to nobody about it. You just kind of feel trapped in yourself, in your own thoughts and grief and worries and self-doubt. It's like you feel like locked in this kind of like cage of your own body. And there's been tears you haven't been able to cry. Yeah. So I really would give yourself the space in the next couple of days, if you can, to take some things out of your schedule, my friend, my beautiful Taurus friend, and give yourself some space to feel your feelings. Sometimes I will, clear my schedule when I know that there's things that need to be felt. And it's not easy to do that, but we got to do it. We got to do it, because if we want to move forward and heal and grow and evolve, you got to feel it to heal it. And I know you know that, and I know you've heard that before, but let this be a gentle reminder. One of the things that you can do to move forward as well, when you're taking this time for yourself to allow yourself to feel those feelings, is to tune into gratitude and to really, really recognize and take a moment to take many moments actually, to appreciate all the love, the riches, the bounty, the beauty that is around you already. Because when we're lost in grief, when we're like trapped in grief, when we're in that grief mode, that it's like a part of you has been amputated, like your arm or your leg, like a dear part of you. It's like been amputated, and there is nothing harder on the human journey than that. Nothing. I mean, I would even go so far as to say that physical pain pales in comparison to the emotional pain that comes when we lose someone that we really care about. So my Taurus friends, please know that my heart goes out to you right now. I'm holding space for you in this moment. I'm going to pull a card to see if we can start to get more information around the chapter of your life that you're in right now, because maybe that will shed some light on why this had to happen in this way. Every chapter of our life holds very unique challenges and lessons. And each lesson is different. And each lesson, it's almost like the image I'm seeing is, you go to kindergarten, and then you go to first grade, and you go to second grade, and you go to third grade, or if you live somewhere else in the world, they're called different things than that, I'm sure. But, and then you go to high school, and then you go to college, so you keep leveling up. So I want to look at these cards here and see where you're at right now and see what you're being invited to level up into. So let's look at your past first. Okay. Past, present, and future. Wow. Okay. What I'm seeing is in the past, you've had some challenges with, you've been invited to let go of certain relationships at certain times. So, trying to think of how to word this. It's like every loss, whether you choose to leave, the person leaves you, they die, they move away, like whatever the circumstances are, a loss is a loss is a loss. Like at the core of it, there's a similar emotional note. And what I'm getting is, in the past, you were presented with different opportunities to say goodbye in various ways, different relationships. And in the past, you were stuck sometimes on grasping at people, places, and things after their expiration date had already come. It's like a feeling of gripping onto things and holding on to things for dear life, like resistance to change. But in the present moment, you're being asked to acceptance, make peace with loss, with transition. I recently was on Facebook, and a really good friend of mine, there was a storm around here, and high winds, very dangerous gale force winds, and her beloved RV was like demolished. And I called her up on the phone expecting her to be really upset, but she wasn't. She was in such a beautiful state of acceptance. Like, I was like, you are the Buddha. Like, let me bow to you right now, sister. So we've got these things that happen in our lives, and we are being asked to not only accept the situation that's at hand, but also accept ourselves as we're showing up to the situation. So we're being asked to show up with love for ourselves, no matter how we may feel. Let me say that again, because I think this is like the heart of the matter of this reading. So can you show up for yourself with complete and utter unconditional self-love, no matter how you may be feeling emotionally? That's the invitation here. Yeah. And then as you work with that, what you're moving into is beautiful. Perfection. It's the perfection phase. Not perfection like you never make mistakes. That's not what this card is about here. It's the perfection of knowing in your heart that you are capable of facing any kind of situation that may come to you. It's like that self confidence. Like, yeah, I know that whatever comes, I can handle it. Why? Because I am guided and protected and tuned into my heart and source energy, God, the divine, whatever you would like to call it. For right now, though, what I'm hearing is meditation. So how can you bring more mental stillness to your life, into your life right now? Now, I talk about this all the time, and I'm probably going to keep talking about this till the day I die. Unless humanity decides to like give me a different mission. But meditation is not like just sitting on a cushion with your eyes closed going, Om. No. I mean, it can be that too. But what is meditation? What is the heart of meditation? Meditation is just simply activities that we do that give the mind a break. Hey, mind, it's time for you to take a break now. And when we're going through loss and pain and separation from something or someone that we love, the mind gets kicked up into overdrive. But as you meditate more throughout your day, whether that's gardening, and you just like, for example, give yourself permission during gardening to just shut off your mind. You're like, you know what, for the next hour while I'm outside, my hand's in the dirt, if I have a thought about the future or the past or analyzing something about the present, some conceptual thought, I'm just going to let it go. And I'm just going to return to the sensations, the physical sensations of my body in this space, like sight, smell, sound, touch, the senses, and just being here in the moment physically, like feeling my body. That's meditation. Meditation can also be playing a musical instrument, dancing, whatever it is. But I'm really getting this call to invite you, my Taurus friend, my sweet friend, my love, to use this time on purpose. Be like, I'm going to harness this time. I'm going to make the conscious choice to meditate more, to give my mind more opportunity to switch off, to feel that peace and silence that I'm craving. And I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to make the decision to do it. If this message is resonating so far, if you're with me and you're like nodding, you're like, this really resonates, may I ask you briefly, just to softly poke the like button? It really helps the channel. Thank you so much. So take a moment, and I invite you actually to grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. Do people even use pencils anymore? I don't know why I said that. Or you can grab your phone if you want and type it on there. You're probably many of you are holding your phone already, so that might make more sense. I invite you to just take a moment and write down one thing that you're going to do more of over the next few days that is going to give your brain that break that you need to process this grief, to process this sadness, to just like let yourself feel it. And it really could be as simple as I'm just going to notice my breath more throughout the day. I'm going to allow my breath. Because sometimes when we're stressed, anxious, upset, we don't breathe properly. The breath gets stuck. So go ahead and write down one thing you're going to do more over the next few days. I'll give you a moment to do that. Because what I'm seeing is really, really exciting. 1740 on the timer, if that number means something to you. What I'm seeing as a result of this decision, this intention you're setting for more self-care, for more meditative silence, for more breaks for your blessed brain over the next couple days, I'm seeing a rebirth energy, transformation, coming back alive. Because that's the thing. It's like, especially with this isolation card, it's in a way you've been frozen, stuck, isolated, not flowing with life, just almost like dead. You've been a bit dead. And it's time for you to come alive, my friend. It's time for you to be reborn. It's time for you to come alive again. And this video is giving you that permission slip. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Let me use that Love Messages Oracle deck again. Something else here for you. Something to help set your mind at ease. What else? If this person that you've lost was sitting in front of you, what would they say? Wow, okay. I realize all the mistakes I've made. I realize all the mistakes I've made. Okay, so whether this person is ever going to apologize or tell you what they're coming to in their own mind, what they're realizing, in a way, it doesn't really matter. This is the confirmation that they are realizing that they hurt you in some way, or something about the connection was just, there was something in it that they took you for granted. Maybe the way they delivered a message to you, like maybe they moved away, but the way they told you they were going to move away hurt you so bad I don't know, I'm just getting there's something in the connection where they made some kind of mistake. And that maybe you guys haven't talked about that, or maybe if they passed on, you know, they transitioned, if they were liberated from their body, they weren't able to tell you like some final message that they would have liked to tell you. I'm actually going to get one more card on this. Because I feel like helping you understand this will help you also dive into that meditative silence over the next few days. Yeah, just something unfinished in the connection, something nagging at your brain. What's an insight on that? How do we heal from that? Four of Swords. In this particular version of tarot, I just think the imagery is so gorgeous. And this person is kind of taking a nap. This person is taking a nap, and they're just out in nature, reclining. This card is telling me something very clear, which is, okay, so you're a highly intuitive being. You clicked on this reading. If you have not already done something like this, this is your time now. So I'm giving you 2 pieces of homework now. So the first was, what are you going to do in the next few days to allow yourself more meditative quiet and silence for your blessed brain? The second thing is, after you've done that, so first give yourself a break. Okay, so take the next couple days, do some kind of more meditative practice, more self-care activity. Okay. Once you've done that, I'd like to invite you to channel the person's higher self. This will, whether they have died, whether they have moved away, it doesn't matter the circumstances. You have the ability to do this. I know some of you guys out there already do stuff like this all the time. But if it's new to you, just as an overview, go into a meditative state, take about 20 minutes, calm your mind, quiet your thoughts. It actually can help to lay down sometimes, because we can go into that yoga nidra state, that in between waking and sleeping. It's like you're awake, but you're right on the edge of sleep. Focus your attention on your heart chakra. So focus your awareness on the center of your chest right here, 22:55 on the timer. And ask a question of them. Ask a question of their higher self. You can also think of it as their soul. You can ask a question of their soul to get clarity on whatever that final like confusion was, or that final like whatever it was that has been causing you like extra stress around the connection. Ask them for clarity and guidance. And then just wait and breathe. Breathe into here, breathe into your heart. Take as long as you need, and you'll hear something. The way that you'll hear it is it will feel as if it's emanating from this space. It's not going to be up here. It's not going to be in any other part of your body, but just keep focusing your awareness here on your heart. And you're going to feel their voice coming from this space. And that's how you'll know it is their higher self, their soul communicating with you. Yeah, and that should help to find some resolution and closure in this painful period. I feel for you, love. The energy feels very, feels like a river of tears needs to be cried. That's the energy I'm getting. So, as I mentioned, if you want more particular one-on-one guidance, reach out. My information is in the box below. And yeah, I hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope something in this reading connected and resonated with you. I love you so much. I'll see you very soon. I love you. Namaste.